Wi-Fi slow, flaky, or completely dead? Don't worry. I'm walking you through 12 fixes, starting from the fastest, simplest solutions to the most advanced. Follow along step by step and stop as soon as your internet is stable again. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to troubleshoot common Wi-Fi issues and improve your home network, whether it's for work, streaming, or gaming. Reliable Wi-Fi is essential these days. Slow or unstable connections can interrupt video calls, downloads, and even your favorite shows. Even small improvements can make a big difference in your daily experience. Let's dive in. The first thing to try is turning your Wi-Fi off and back on. You can also switch airplane mode on for a few seconds, then turn it off again. This forces a fresh handshake with the router, often clearing temporary connection problems. It's a surprisingly simple step, but it works more often than you might think. Sometimes devices struggle to reconnect properly after long uptime, and toggling the connection resets everything. You can even check your device's signal bars while toggling to see if there's immediate improvement. Try this multiple times if necessary. It's quick and often enough to fix minor drops. If this solves your issue, you might not need the more advanced steps at all, but it's worth going through them just to make sure everything is optimized. Next, restart your devices in the correct order. Start with your PC, then your modem, followed by your router. Power each device off for at least 30 seconds. The order matters. Wait until the modem shows solid lights before turning on the router, and then finally, power on your PC. This ensures all devices communicate correctly and often fixes issues that software settings can't. Even experienced users sometimes skip this, but it's one of the most effective fixes for random drops. During this process, make sure no other devices are streaming heavily, as sudden network spikes can affect startup diagnostics. Restarting this way clears cache and temporary network files that may be causing slowdowns. It's a good idea to do this weekly or monthly as part of routine network maintenance. Wi-Fi signals are affected by walls, metal, and even microwaves. Try moving closer to your router and away from large appliances. If your connection improves, the problem is likely signal interference, not your ISP. Even the orientation of your router can make a difference. Tilting the antennas or moving it slightly can boost coverage in certain areas. It's worth experimenting a bit to find the best placement. For multi-story homes, consider positioning your router on the floor closest to the center of your devices. Small adjustments often improve both speed and stability. Sometimes even a small shift of a foot or two can improve your download speed by several megabits per second. Pay attention to which rooms get weaker signals and try to place your router in a location that balances coverage across your home. If you've changed router settings recently, it's a good idea to forget your network and reconnect. This clears stale authentication and refreshes your device's connection. Sometimes devices store old information that can conflict with new settings, causing slow speeds or random drops. Reconnecting ensures your device starts fresh and is communicating with the router properly. Make sure you remember your Wi-Fi password or keep it handy to avoid delays. This step can also help if you're troubleshooting multiple devices at once. Forgetting and reconnecting each one ensures they all use updated network info. Most modern routers have two frequency bands, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. Use 5 GHz for faster speeds when you're close to the router, and 2.4 GHz for longer range or through walls. If your router only shows one SSID, consider splitting the bands in your router settings. This gives you the flexibility to choose the optimal connection for each device. Understanding the difference between these bands can dramatically improve your experience. Devices like smart TVs or IoT gadgets often default to 2.4 GHz, so knowing which band each device is using helps prevent congestion. If multiple devices compete for bandwidth, assigning them to the proper frequency can dramatically reduce lag, buffering, and dropped connections. Sometimes your Wi-Fi slows down because your neighbors are on the same channel. In your router settings, manually change the channel to a less crowded one. Auto doesn't always pick the best option, especially in apartments or dense neighborhoods. Using a free Wi-Fi analyzer app can help you see which channels are least crowded, giving you better performance. Even moving to a slightly different channel can reduce interference significantly and improve speeds. You may need to try a few channels before finding the best one. This is normal, and it pays off in a smoother connection. If websites load slowly, try changing your DNS to a public option like Cloudflare 1.1.1.1 or Google 8.8.8.8. DNS handles domain name lookups, so faster DNS servers make browsing snappier. Switching DNS can resolve slow website loading, even if your Wi-Fi speed itself is fine. It's a simple trick that often goes overlooked, but can make a noticeable difference. Some users report large improvements in response time just from changing DNS, especially during peak usage hours. You can experiment with different public DNS servers to see which performs best in your area. Windows has a built-in network reset feature that rebuilds your adapters and clears bad configurations. After using it, you'll need to reconnect to your Wi-Fi network. This is a safe way to fix persistent connectivity issues that other steps haven't solved. Think of it as a clean slate for your network settings. It's particularly helpful if you've tried multiple troubleshooting steps already without success. Network reset can fix odd issues like your device, forgetting saved networks, failing to connect after updates, or showing intermittent connectivity. Next, update your Wi-Fi adapter driver through Device Manager or your vendor's support page. Old drivers can cause random drops, slow speeds, and intermittent connections. Keeping drivers updated is an easy maintenance step that ensures your device communicates efficiently with your router. If you're unsure whether a driver is outdated, most vendors provide automatic update utilities to simplify the process. Sometimes a minor update resolves problems that took weeks to diagnose. Driver updates also improve compatibility with newer routers or firmware updates, keeping your devices future-proof. Pause apps that use bandwidth while testing, such as OneDrive, Steam, or Windows Update. Background downloads can tank your speed tests and make it seem like your Wi-Fi is worse than it actually is. Even cloud syncs or streaming apps on other devices can impact your connection, so check them if you're troubleshooting. This step is often overlooked, yet it can immediately improve performance during testing and help isolate the root issue. Remember to check your mobile devices, smart TVs, and other connected devices. They all share bandwidth. Check for router firmware updates regularly. They often fix bugs or improve performance. Place your router high, central, and in an open space. For larger homes, consider a Wi-Fi 6 mesh system rather than relying on a single router. Proper placement and updates can have a dramatic effect on coverage and stability. Mesh systems work particularly well in homes with multiple floors or thick walls, distributing the signal evenly across all devices. Even if your router is new, firmware updates can add features, fix security issues, or improve stability. Finally, plug a laptop directly into your modem with an Ethernet cable. If the wired connection is slow, contact your ISP. If Ethernet works fine, but Wi-Fi is poor, your router is likely the issue. This step helps identify the true source of the problem, saving you unnecessary troubleshooting. Testing with Ethernet also provides a baseline to compare Wi-Fi performance and helps you know if your ISP is truly at fault. After following all these steps, test your connection again to enjoy a faster, more reliable internet experience. Following these 12 fixes will give you a faster, more reliable internet connection at home. If this fixed it, comment which step helped you the most. If nothing changed, it's time for new hardware. Wi-Fi 6 mesh is the move for multi-room stability.